Right now, it's time for the winter weather update. That's what happens at 50 past the hour here at the Weather Channel. You're looking at a few things, aren't you, Jim?
I am. We're going to deal with this weekend first, and then we're going to next week.
Right, which also looks interesting.
It does. We may have to get you out next week to cover some of the snow. All right, let's talk about this. We got action in the Northeast. This is all for the same storm, by the way, but it's really not going to be, Chris, the same thing that we dealt with last weekend where a storm is doing the main action here. It's really the pieces of the storm, and this is for the lake-affected file. So how do we get snow in the plains of North Carolina here? You see Raleigh's office. Guys, by the way, I like that. I like the fact that you just went for it. You know that for the third day in a row, we've been talking about snow in North Carolina. Let's just put the winter weather advisory out.
Right, you have to give people an idea.
You got to make a
on,
stand.
right?
So I'm really proud of Raleigh. All right, and it's tough because it's not,
it's not a slam dunk.
And I'll show you why in a second. All right, here's the key player, though, Chris. It's nice to know where your players are out there. This thing's going to come rolling around through the south tomorrow. There's enough instability, by the way, that the GFS actually hints at a little snow flurry activity in the Florida Panhandle.
That could be exciting.
How about that, baby?
Florida, snowflakes and palm trees.
Wouldn't that be nice? All right, so then it ripples up and becomes much more energetic for North Carolina. So right now, you can see the snow around Omaha. We've actually had a couple of reports of an inch of snow in southeastern Nebraska. And look at this area kind of heading down toward Kansas City tonight. Lawrence, Kansas, Topeka, Kansas. Looks like a little bit of light snow. Now, let's take that radar and ask the model to mimic out what it's going to do in time. And oh, how sweet it is when it initializes
what we're seeing right now,
same stuff that we're seeing. You got it. So you tell me there's a chance, all right? And there is, actually, there is when we do that. So here we go. At noon, we start to see this area of moisture get a little energized. Remember, you got cold air aloft starting to come over Atlanta now, and look what happens. All this instability, snow, same kind of deal we're dealing with in southeast Nebraska right now. So an inch here, an inch there. There'll be some haves and have-nots. But we could certainly see snow from Myrtle Beach up to Wrightsville Beach to Carolina Beach to the Outer Banks and all the way into southeast Virginia. How about that?
That's
then
something.
the storm
Southern
heads
snow.
up and may or may not affect Boston. So